Hello, Pisces, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or whichever place them brought you here. Welcome to Peter's Practical Tarot. We are doing a weekly energy check. So, a week from whenever you find this, I hope that there are messages for you here. This is intended to be a timeless reading. We are starting with the energy that you're being asked to bring into balance at this time. You have the Wheel of Fortune showing up, shadow side up for you. And I'm also taking an extra card from my Mantra Arcana deck here, and you have the Death card showing up with I transmute my pain into wisdom, and that is your mantra for the week. I transmute my pain into wisdom. I'm gonna say, this is kind of a double whammy of challenging energy with the Wheel of Fortune showing up shadow side up. You could be feeling like you're going through some down and out times, like things are just not working out how you want them to. And the nature of the Wheel of Fortune is that sometimes we're down, sometimes we're up. Okay, so I feel the need to say, to remind yourself that, whatever is happening, I have the inkling that it is not your fault, okay? Because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is, right? Sometimes bad things happen and it's just external things just kind of don't work out. But I do feel like sometimes it's so cheesy and I hate to say it, but the whole messaging around, we don't have control of our circumstances, but we do have control of how we approach situations, because, and sometimes it's just like not what people need to hear, but it is true, and I think that's the energy that you're being asked to take into consideration at this time. Transmuting this pain, whatever it is that isn't working out. First of all, what is it teaching you? What are you learning from this? How are you wiser? How are you stronger from the situation? And I know that, it's weird. Like, I'm almost getting the sense that you're almost desiring more time to sit with your feelings or sit with your thoughts or sit with your pain. And if you need that, then you know yourself and you know what you need to do for you. Okay, but right now the universe does want to encourage you to see this as a new opportunity. With the Death card, this could be the ending of something that just wasn't for you, but that will give birth, okay, to something new and something different, a new idea, a new version of yourself, a new mindset could be arising from this pain or this, misfortune that you might be feeling at the moment. Now, it is an energy of balance, okay? So I want to bring up the light side up here and say, you get to take charge. I feel like that's why this is your mantra right now, because you get to take charge of where your fortune goes next, or like the direction that you want to like redirect this discomfort. It's like, if you can you can choose, right, to stay here and stay in the shadow and stay in your pain, and maybe you need that for a second, right, and you're kind of like, this is just where I need to be. Cool, honor that, all right? But for those of you that maybe feel ready to shake things up or do things a little bit differently, okay, like being able to see the light and being able to see what you learned, being able to see what this is teaching you about what you want, will give you a little bit more control over turning the wheel into the lightness, right? And taking a little bit more control of the next, here's the thing, right? Like, life doesn't guarantee anything, right? But I do feel like you get a little bit of a chance to take a little bit more control of your luck, so I'm almost seeing it in that way, and I say that very you know I don't want to say reluctantly, because it's like, well, we never know what life is going to deal us. But I do get the sense that you actually have more power in the situation than you're realizing, that you can take control of things, that you can actually use this learning experience to help you figure out your next steps as well. Okay, so whatever it is that's kind of plaguing you at this moment, I almost feel like, you know, ugh, look, I never want to say Like, come on, like, get on with it, la la la. If you feel like you're in need of, you know, sitting with your feelings, you do you. But I do feel like you're being asked to at least start thinking about things, you know, processing mentally. Maybe not necessarily taking action, but trying to expand your perspective and see things in a different way and see what it is that it's teaching you. Okay, I think I'm just repeating myself now, Pisces. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot here, see what else the rest of the tarot has for you. You have the World. Yep. All right, look. Yeah, you are showing up as the Eight of Wands reversed. This is your innermost, okay? All about you. This is how you're presenting yourself. How the universe is affecting you is the Eight of Pentacles. And things you might not see coming over here. The Empress reversed. Okay, look. All right, Pisces. I'm going to say... look, I feel like there's something, yeah, you know, like with the Death card, with the Wheel of Fortune, with the World over here, okay, that you are being asked to wrap up some sort of cycle, okay, whatever it is. Like, you really need to ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? What do I, you know, all these bad things, how can I actually release them? Because this is a level up waiting for you, okay? The World is the last card of the major arcana, so something is about to close out over here. And what happens when that closes out is like you're wiser, you're smarter, your experiences have taught you something, and this is a major level up for you showing up, okay? Now with the Eight of Wands, I do see, you know, it's funny because like it's almost, it's like a very conflicting energy, because the Eight of Wands, oh, okay, I see it though. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like some of y'all are resisting your level up, okay? You're resisting this moving forward. You're resisting this, like, kind of stepping into this next phase of your life, okay? Because you have two eights showing up here, Eight of Wands and Eight of Pentacles, and very conflicting in the sense that this is reversed. So the Eight of Wands reversed to me is saying that you are showing up like slowing down. You don't want to charge into something totally different, but the universe is asking you to be in this Eight of Pentacles energy, which is all about directing your energy in a positive way and kind of putting the hard work into something. This is saying, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but you know, you need to do the work into what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to change, okay? Like, if you want to see something change up, something that's not working, if you want to see your fortune change, you're gonna have to work for it, okay? And you know, I hate that. I hate sounding like that, but you know, it's the message that we're getting here today, so maybe it's what you needed to hear right now, okay? Now, the conflicting nature of this energy, to me, you know, what I'm seeing, particularly with the Empress right here, is like, I go back to this, like, maybe you're not doing all the work right now, okay? Maybe for now, this is a week of getting some rest, you know, because when you don't see coming over here is the Empress showing up reversed, okay? And to me, that says nurture, putting that nurture into yourself, putting that that self-care, you know, like actually taking care of your needs. So here's the thing. If you are choosing to be in a space where you are, I don't want to use the word wallowing, right? But kind of sitting with your thoughts, sitting with your feelings. If you're choosing to not take a lot of action right now and do work towards something, you're still being asked to put work into your self-care. You're still being asked to make sure that you're like, it's like, all right, you want to rest, then make the rest meaningful, you know? Like, I hate that. Sorry. Here's the thing, like because it sounds very like, no, you gotta do. I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know, maybe this is your energy, because I feel like I'm very conflicted between like the masculine energy and the feminine energy of like doing and taking care of business and being in a receptive mode, right? So maybe that's what you're balancing right now, like paying attention to what it is that you can take care of and how much you can take care of yourself as well, all right? Because I do feel like for those of you that are not ready to charge, like that's why it's almost like the hard work that you're doing is going to be very emotional and mental. Okay. So it's kind of, oh, okay, I see it now. It's like you're not you're making moves even by mentally and emotionally opening yourself up. Okay, now the shadow side of the Empress, with the Empress being reversed here, the shadow side of that can be overindulging, right? Using self-care and using, I need to take care of my needs and I'm looking out for myself as an excuse to overindulge, as an excuse to not do anything, as an excuse to not act out on what it is that we need to act out on, right? And we use it as an excuse when really it's just harming us. It's not real, right? So I think that that's a little bit of the danger here, and that's why you're being asked to consider, okay, if you're not taking any actionable steps right now in the physical world, what are you actually doing in your emotional realm, right? To nurture yourself. How are you actually taking care of your heart? How are you actually replenishing your energy? How are you actually gaining this wisdom? Okay, this could look like this could look like a lot of things, right? But like, like, are you know what, I'm just gonna get from my little deck of self-care. Where's my little deck of self-care? Yeah, let's see what suggestions the universe has for you. Okay, let's see, how does the universe want you to take care of yourself right now? Because I do feel like that's a little bit of what you're strengthening right now, so that then you can have the energy to welcome in this level up and to transmute, right? Like it's almost like this very heavy energy that's like plaguing you over here, and you feel like it's just sorry, now I want to sneeze. Goodness, Molly. Ooh. Sorry. The sneeze is not coming out and it's not going in. It's just kind of stuck there. All right. Is that you? Huh? Are you my sneeze? Sorry, that sounds so weird. Do you feel like you're just kind of not like in and out, like not not coming out? Sorry. All right. Fire 15. Okay. All right. I think I want one more. Yep. Okay. I see. All right. Look. Okay. Self-care. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look, for some of you, inner child healing could be very important at this moment. Okay. That is a very different journey for everybody, every individual. So you need to ask yourself what that looks like for you. Okay. There are a lot of there's a lot of like resources out there, okay, for you to look into inner child healing, but that could be something that's affecting the way that you're navigating right now. Okay, so ask yourself what little Pisces needs right now, how it is that you can take care of yourself in that way. Okay, and that can give you a little bit of inspiration over here. And your root chakra. Okay, so I do have this as eat red. So first of all, like the way that you're nourishing yourself and nurturing yourself, feeding yourself, okay, could need your attention right now. Okay, but I did intend this to align to the root chakra. Okay, so that could need some balancing or some I would say balancing, right? Some attention right now. If you do chakra work, cool, you know what you need to do. Some suggestions, some tips for that would be really considering where you're feeling destabilized. How's your housing situation? How's your living situation? How can you ground yourself as well? Okay, maybe finding connection to earth, finding connection to things that make you feel grounded. Okay, so do some grounding, like I heard rituals, right? But yeah, so maybe some of y'all need to partake in some rituals that are grounding for you, like doing a cleanse or doing some sort of going out into nature, talking to nature, observing nature, but also in the more practical sense, like your living situation, your stability, what is it that needs your attention at this moment is something that you might need to consider. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the energies first, and then I'll talk about what you can actually do for self-care over here, because you have the Emperor, you have the Devil, and then you have the Tower showing up for you here. Okay. And with this, I feel like you're really being asked to release, like take action toward releasing some bad habits. There's some bad habits that are holding you back over here. You know, the devil speaks of the things that are keeping us bound, and this could come in the form of material things, right? The devil usually indicates a lot of like materialism, you know, things in the physical realm, you know. I mean, it could be like addictions, it could be like misdirecting our energy, you know, things like that. But also then you have the Tower, right, which can also speak of releasing more than in the material sense. It could be an idea that no longer is. It could be a feeling that's not serving you, like really purging. Okay, so what do you need to get rid of, right? From something material, from trinkets to people to ideas to concepts to self-limiting beliefs to pesky little voices around you, you know, like what does that look like? Okay, like you're being asked to purge yourself of those, because it's almost like that's a little bit of what's keeping you from your level up over here, Pisces. You know, as far as things that you can do for self-care over here, you know, get in touch with some fire. Okay, so that sounds really weird. But you know, this could look like you know, lighting a candle, burning some incense. Okay, if you are able to have a bonfire, okay, just turn on the grill, or even cooking, honestly. Okay, but allowing yourself to kind of find some creative inspiration. Okay, so getting in touch with your passions, creative inspiration. Okay, and some of the things to get those going could be any of these activities, right? Like lighting a candle, or you know, cooking, something like that. Then you have, okay, this one's by the thing. Okay, so you know, if there's been something that you've been eyeing, or that you really want, that you think will, hey, like kind of help you feel good, you know, check your bank account first, you know, but you know, treat yourself, you know, don't be afraid to treat yourself. Okay, and the purging, I know that can be a little bit more like it is a form of self-care. Okay, and it's almost like as you're purging, as you're getting rid of the things that are no longer serving you, like you can start with trinkets, right? Maybe like you're doing like a cleanse around your house, and then that opens up the door for deeper cleansing and inner cleansing, right? So you can start with little things around that you're not using, and consider what it makes room for. Okay, like I don't know, maybe you're getting rid of some old markers that you don't use anymore, and you're donating them, right? And then you're like, oh, well, now I get to buy the other markers that I actually wanted. I don't know why I went there, but you know, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, Pisces. But you know, if there are any messages for you here, please feel free to let me know. Let me know if this type of reading made sense to you, if there was anything for you here at all. Your likes, comments, your subscribes, your sharing my videos help me know if you'd like to see more videos like this, what's working. And you know, thank you for your energy, and have a good week. All right, take care of yourself. All right, remember that this energy is temporary, and that you have more power over it than you're giving yourself credit for. Bye.